It's Friday morning, sometime around 7 anyway. I didn't sleep much last night because my girlfriend was dominating the bed. And welcome to my vlog. Felix, you hungry?
Yeah.
The bowl's looking kind of empty, dude. You okay, buddy? Jesus.
Stupid
Freaking
doggy.
Oreo. Drink so fast.
So stupid.
Okay, let's get you some food.
Yeah, give me some food now.
Nice cup of kibble for
Hurry
Kitty.
up.
You want it?
Yeah, I want it. Put it in my bowl. Let's go. Come on.
Okay, here you go. You
Hungry,
ready?
hungry.
No, you gotta move.
No, go.
There you go.
Oh, come on. That's not funny. Come on. Come on. Move it. Not funny.
Okay. There you go.
Yum.
I get so mad when I do that. Oh, that's an old trick I used to play on him. Oh well, it's fun. But now he eats. Nom. Well, it's that time to go. Gotta go to work. Look, you can tell. You can probably also tell if you're looking around here. But, yeah, time to head her in. I'm gonna get some gas first, and then we'll friggin' do this. Yeah. There we go. Somewhat full tank of gas. And, we're ready to romp. So let's head our asses into work. So tonight I'm going to work on the red room, and I'm contemplating on moving my XPS 9000 into the red room for video editing. That way there I can cut the vlogs and not be interrupted by the girlfriend's World of Warcraft habits. So that'll be sweet, because a lot of times I'm trying to do voiceovers, and if you turn up the volume enough and you listen to the background, you can hear World of Warcraft sound effects in the background, because my microphone, even though it's a directional microphone, still picks up that background sound. Holy crap, what's that guy on the motorbike doing? Did you guys see that? Friggin' just wobbling on the friggin' road. That was crazy. But yeah, I do my best to try and clean up the audio so you can't hear it, but you can still hear it. It's still there, plain as day, so oh well. But that's my plan for tonight, is to get that room ready. Well, I'll see if I can get it somewhat better. So yeah, I just put 30 bucks in the tank, brought me up to 7/8 of a tank, so that's pretty sweet. I think I got some driving to do tomorrow. We're supposed to go out to Loring for a birthday party for the girlfriend's aunt, so that should be interesting. Don't know how much videotaping I'll do out there. Maybe, just maybe, I'll save flyer day for tomorrow, because I know that her in-town family is not a fan of being on YouTube, but I don't know how her out-of-town family is. So yeah, I'm still trying to decide, should I move the XPS over or save up some money and buy another XPS? I love editing in Windows, guys. I can't jump to the Mac bandwagon, forget it. Especially seeing how a Mac Mini with an i5 is the same cost as an XPS 8300 with an i7 2600K. Like, you can't. Or I could go on Canada Computers, spend 300 bucks and buy a i7, that's cool, an i7 2600K bundle kit with, or sorry, it's the i5 2500K bundle kit with a i7 with the i5 2530. I think it's like 3.2 gigahertz, 4 gigs of DDR3 RAM, and a pretty decent motherboard, and just stove it in one of the computers that I already have and put that online for video editing. Or I might just toss that in the bedroom and move the XPS to the red room. I don't know. That's what the girlfriend said though. She's like, well, if you move your big computer to the other room, then you're never going to be in this room. I said, well, it's too hard for me to video edit when you're playing video games, because I can't do my voiceovers without getting your game stuff in the background, and it just screws everything up. And we can't have that. You know, I'm not trying to be pro here. I'm not trying to be Hollywood, but you know, I want to keep it decent. I want to try and make it look like the cat's talking and stuff. You know, I can't get him to do like Steve Cash, where his cat will actually open his mouth to talk. I don't have that technique down to a science, but the voiceovers are fun. With that, and I'll be able to set up the new room to have charging stations for all my cameras. That'll be friggin' kick-ass. So I'll be able to put a charge on all my cameras right from there. And all in all, it'll be sweet. I can actually set them up on an array. Friggin' Volkswagens, I tell you. A turbo diesel to boot. Hey, look, it's work! Yay! Alrighty. Welcome to the church-like building. Alrighty, we're here. So I'll talk to you guys on my break. Peace. Well, guys, I made an interesting discovery. By the way, it's break time. Interesting discovery today with my phone. I noticed that by replacing the SD card that was in it, it had an 8 gig SD card, but the friggin' thing was only class 2. So by replacing it with a class 10, and now I can do HD video, the audio and the video sync up. So there you go. The problem was the stupid SD card was a piece of crap. And now you know, and knowing's half the battle. Yeah, all the way, right? So that's all you got to do. Just put a bigger SD or faster SD card in your phone if you want to do HD video. So I noticed the standard definition video worked fine. HD video, not so much, because I couldn't upload the video fast enough, so it would just friggin' mess up the audio. And yeah, so by doing that, everything works great. Now I just got to wait for my upgrade to 2.3, or gingerbread I think they call it, and then I'll get MP4 format, which will be even nicer. Well, anywho, on that note, I'm going to head her back inside. Break's almost done. I'll talk to you guys later. Well, I just went and got some lunch. Went and picked up a meatball sub from the sub shop. I was going to go to the cafeteria, but same price I paid for this meatball sub, she's charging for a grilled cheese sandwich with fries, and that's just ridiculous. Oh well, I'm going to head her back to work, eat, and go from there. Uh-oh, road closed. It's been an interesting day so far, but thank God it's half over. And then 3 more days off, and then we're ready to rock. Yeah, back to night shifts. Can't wait. Any hoozle, on that note, I'll talk to you guys later. Well guys, it's afternoon break and you missed some epicosity. That red Ford Focus over there was going the wrong way down this street because the owner had to come in to pay, I guess, pay a bill or change out her modem or something, or get service, I don't know. But she's totally driving the wrong way down the street. It's now both lanes are open. She's like hugging the curb over there just to avoid smashing into cars. People are honking at her. She's like so hardcore, she doesn't give a shit. She's like flipping people off and stuff, like, I gotta go here. Oh, it's freaking epic. Couldn't film any because people were outside and I'm not allowed to accidentally catch other coworkers on film, so you know how it is. I've explained that before, but it was hardcore. Well, we got about an hour and a half left, I think, before end of shift, so let's get this shit over with so we can go home and start working on the office. Yeah! Alright guys, it's friggin' home time. So let's try and get home in one piece. Let's do this. It's a 4-way stop here now. Yeah, we're gonna take a bit of a detour, mainly because this turn is dicked, just like the city bus. We're gonna go up this way. Thought that guy was gonna jump out in front of me, but yeah, what a friggin' crazy day at work. So I get called by this old guy. The guy apparently told me like 9 times that he's 78 years old, so I guess he was 78 years old, and keeps getting calls. He has an unpublished, unlisted number, he keeps getting calls from the news, one of the news companies. I didn't remember which one it was, like ABC or NBC or some shit like that. Somehow they're getting Monkey's phone number and they're calling him all the time, asking him how the weather is. And you know, rather than saying, how are you getting my number? Well, actually he asked, because how are you getting my number? It's an unlisted, unpublished number. How the hell are you getting it? And they said, oh, we downloaded it off the internet. Now, if it's an unlisted, unpublished number, it's not available on the internet. So sure enough, he calls in, and I'm sitting there trying every possible scam I know that any normal person can use to get someone's unpublished or unlisted number. I'm sure as shit I can't get it. So I explained that to him, that you can't get it off the internet. It's unlisted, it's unpublished, no big deal. Then he starts going off on, you know, security, and I used to be in the military and I ran infrastructure security, and it was my job to keep all the and then he goes off on the racial slanders that I'm not going to get into, out of the air base, and you know, it was my job to keep networks from being hacked, and that's why I don't have a computer nowadays, because they're so unsecure and so easily hackable and blah blah blah, yada yada yada. So a simple little 10-minute call of, sir, they must have a different method of acquiring your phone number, because legally the only people who can acquire an unlisted number is emergency services, and news teams don't count. So needless to say, an hour and a half go by. I can't get rid of this old guy. He's telling me his entire life story, and I just wasn't feeling up to being rude, mainly because the calls are being recorded. So I'm trying every trick in the book to get rid of him. You know, the old, well, sir, unfortunately there's nothing we can do. They must use a different technique to get your phone number. What it is, I have no idea. I tried Googling his name. I tried Canada 411. I've tried every single possible website I could think of. I even took his phone number and threw it through a reverse phone lookup to see what it came up with, and there was nothing there. So I have absolutely no idea what the cock is going on. So on that note, he got kind of frustrated, and finally in the end he goes, well, I don't know what to tell you. I said, listen, the next time these monkeys call you, ask them, what technique are you using to get my number? Because it's probably illegal what they're doing. And he's like, oh yeah, you think I should? And I'm like, well, you're asking me. So if you can ask me, you can ask them. They're the ones calling you. And if they won't tell you how, you let them know flat out. If they keep calling you, you're going to file harassment with the local authorities. And if they're not locally in your town, then, and they're a provincial thing, you go to the provincial authorities and say, hey, listen, this company's harassing me. They've acquired my phone number through means that I don't understand. We got to do something about this. And they will go after the company, because if you're unlisted, if you have an unlisted phone number, that's because you don't want to be harassed by telemarketers and such. Now obviously war dialing is a different story, but war dialing is where you have a dialer that's like, it dials like 555-0001, then 0002, 0003, and it just basically checks to see, checks for active phone numbers. Then the war dialer passes the active phone numbers off to an actual, like for instance, the congratulations, you've won a free trip, please give us your social insurance number, you know, stuff like that. Those war dialers, there's no way to block them. You can't, because they're literally dialing every possible combination of a phone number out there. But yeah, it was just crazy calls. It's been non-stop bullshit all day. I'm so glad today's over. Now I get to go home, relax, work on my office, and that might take a while because it looks like we got a lot of traffic congestion. So anywho guys, I guess frig I'll check back in later on, because I have a bad feeling we're not going anywhere quick. I gotta run the amber. Frig it. I'm hardcore like that. Yay, traffic congestion! Woohoo! Talk to you guys when I get home in about an hour. Alrighty, I've been home for a bit. I'm doing some work in here. Just clearing off the table, move the TV back, pulled this stand out of here because there's no way it would fit over there with the TV, so frig it. And what I'm going to do is start setting things up, getting things going, stuff and junk, you know, lots of work. What I'm thinking about doing is either rebuilding this rig here Or this rig down here. Oh, not that one. That one there. The black one, I'm thinking. It's got a Intel Pentium Core 2 Duo E2200. 2.2 gigahertz dual core. Nothing fancy. But I'm thinking about getting it up and running for the other room, and then bringing the XPS 9000 in here, setting that up on the table, put my keyboard and stuff here, and I might put my laptop over there, something, I don't know, we'll figure it out. But I still got a lot of work to do in here, so I'm gonna get at her and I'll keep you guys updated. Well, I somewhat got a setup going in here. Somewhat. Still pretty messy, but yeah, well, basically I got my laptop over here with acting as one monitor, and then on the main screen here we got Sony Vegas running and partially editing the vlog. Got my mouse, keyboard, headphones, microphone, USB hub, and a 1 terabyte portable hard drive. Yay! So guys, remember this thing has a 120 gig solid state drive, so I need as much memory as I can get. So yeah, pretty sweet. Well, I'm still farting around upstairs in the computer room, but the girlfriend's mother just came by because she needed to make some trunk room, and I completely forgot that I own this. It's my old subwoofer box from my old Ford Focus. This is a really small amp. It's only a Bassworks, I think it's a 800 watt amp, and I got 2 Alpine Type E's. I believe they're 10-inch Alpine Type E's. It used to just pound the shit out of the trunk in the old Focus. But with the G6 having a stock radio with no subwoofer hookups, and the same for the girlfriend's new Lancer, there's no need for it. So I'm going to put it up on the Kijiji. Maybe it'll ask 150 bucks. Does that sound fair? 150 bucks? I think that's a fair price. And see if people bite. I believe that's an 800 watt amp. Could be a 600 watt. Oh, shit up my ass. But yeah, it was a good little tub thumper. You know, it's a full carpeted box and no ports, sealed for maximum boom or whatever. Maximum definition. It wasn't an SPL car, it was an SQ car. Yeah, very simple setup. Nice thick friggin', I think that's 10 gauge wiring there for the speakers. I don't like using cheap 16 gauge or 12 gauge. You get into the cheap stuff, and you know, when you're pumping enough friggin' power through them, you melt your speaker wires, and it's the same on the inside of the box. I rewired it all. I like to go big or go home, right? Less attenuation, more thump 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 thump. So yeah, I'll toss her up on the Kijiji and see what it goes for, and we'll take her from there. Should be awesome. Yeah. Alrighty, well, I pretty much got everything done in here that I want to do, so boosh. And yeah, before the weekend's over, I want to get all this cleared off because I want to get my MacBook situated up on here somehow, so that like I can be over here working on my computer and be like, oh, I need to do something on the Mac, and then just spin around and be like, oh, I'm on the Macintosh, and then back to the PC, and then back to the Mac, you know, just like that. So that's what I'm thinking about doing later on throughout this weekend. Get that all situated and clean up all this mess here, and when I get that computer going and put it up on the Kijiji and get a couple more rigs down here going and Kijiji them and get them out of here, and a lot of cleaning. Got a whole bunch of blank DVDs down there. Every year for Christmas my parents buy me blank DVDs. Guess what I don't burn? Anything to DVD. So, well, that's not true. I have used a couple, but seriously, there's like, I see 3 cake boxes down there that haven't even been opened for DVDs. So that's 300 blank DVDs plus whatever's in that top cake box. Like, there's DVDs everywhere, you know. And then I got the flips sitting right here, and yeah, I don't really use them much anymore. But you never know. I might use them when we start doing our go-karting once I get my go-kart fixed and ready to rock. So you never know. But I gotta head out. I'm going to meet up with Cat Piss and Rex 4x4 for coffee. So let's pitter-patter and get at her and get her asses down to the Hortons. Peace. Oh, hey guys. We're down here at the Hortons. Like I said, we're going to be with Rex 4x4, who looks so impressed right now having a camera in his face. Oh, dude, you broke the lens. You look awesome on a wide angle lens that close up. Your face kind of bubbles out. I'm sorry. And we got Cat piss.
Hi.
And people, it's not cat piss. This isn't what a cat does when it goes in the litter box. It's K-A-T-P-I-S. Here's cat piss, okay? Come on, guys. Smart enough. Come on, come on, come on. But yeah, there's cat piss. Are you working the Mega Market tomorrow?
No.
No? You quit?
No, I just don't work. They don't need me.
You quit for this weekend.
Yeah.
You quit for this weekend. We're good.
And they're only if they need me.
Only if they need you. He's a good trooper. Indeed. Well, we're gonna drink coffees. Lots of it. Want some? And yeah, we're gonna go from there. Bye. Well, guys, got some bad news. Cat piss left. Got some even more bad news. Poopa Garrett and Corbeil Idiot Mike are on their way over here. I know you guys love them guys so much, but I'm gonna be doing some filming because you guys had some funny comments, and I want to get Poopa Garrett's reaction when I tell him what you guys said, because he doesn't watch videos on YouTube because he has no interwebs. He only has interwebs when he comes into town, and he can steal it from people. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna film his reactions to being called the Angry Video Game Nerd and a Uber Geek, and we're gonna see what happens when hopefully he doesn't break my camera because I like this thing. We're gonna see what happens. Alright guys, guess who's here? Mr. Poopa Garrett himself. So Mr. Garrett,
yes.
The audience wants to know. Apparently the audience believes you look like the Angry Video Game Nerd.
Fuck, I hear that every 2 comments, man. I hear that every 2 comments. People from school say that. I don't know who the angry video game nerd is, so...
What? Apparently you're his twin.
People say that. What was it? What's one that one of those lines he says? People always get me to say his line there. Fuck.
I have to look at that.
I don't know.
Fucking piece of shit!
That was
just
angry.
got quiet in the thing.
That was angry.
Everyone just stopped and looked
Everyone
over here.
Full Tim Hortons and I go break that
Oh
out.
my
That's
God.
how I roll, folks.
Oh, fuck.
Poopa Garrett, people. Poopa Garrett.
I'm not him.
Dick. Alright, well, it's pretty late. I gotta head home. We got a big day tomorrow. So we're gonna head her out of here, but I think I'm gonna end the vlog now, guys. So if you liked today's video, by all means, go ahead and hit the like button. Lets me know you like the video and I like that. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, go ahead and leave them in the comments section below. And until next time, guys, keep on vlogging.